What's up, everybody? Welcome to the GameOverGreggy show. I'm one of your hosts, Greg Miller, alongside the producer/seducer, Nick Scarpino.
Greg, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm wonderful.
Top of the morning to you.
Top of the morning
Drinking,
to you.
To you. Drinking your coffee out of the question mark mug. The original Oreoration glass. That slurping just drove Colin up the wall if he listened to this show, which he does not.
Oh, yeah.
You're the worst.
Damn.
That's coffee.
You're the worst.
Over there, the Pride of Long Island, Colin Moriarty.
It's good to be here. Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you here, good friend, good sir.
Thank you.
Over there, the pure one, Tim Gettys.
Yow.
That's what you're going to. That's what you... Whoa, right to the Coke. The pure one don't give up. Fuck.
Zero.
And over here,
Given a day.
the fifth best friend for the day. None other than Lewis, and I believe I'm pronouncing this right. Men-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha.
Yes, it is men-cha-cha-cha-cha.
Nailed it, nailed
there
it.
you go. Yeah, you can call me whatever you want, Greg.
Lewis, I call you a best friend. Of course, Lewis here, ladies and gentlemen, is none other than the crazy motherfucker who on patreon.com/kindafunny backed us enough to come actually be on the show. He's been hanging out with us all week. He did a stream with me on Twitch.
Yep.
We did the Saints Row thing. We went to Underdogs. We had some burritos. You went to a Microsoft event with us. You saw some games you can't talk about yet. Remember,
Right.
You can't talk about them yet.
Well,
Yeah, by the time this goes up,
yeah,
even, you
yeah,
can't.
not
Let's
yet.
not even chance it to anybody.
okay,
Yeah.
all right.
How have we been as hosts? How's everything going?
It's amazing. You guys lived up to the hype.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Really?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yes,
Would you
it's
call
nice.
us hype men?
Oh.
I just want to be a hype man. That's all I want in my life.
Yeah, I feel bad almost because it's just been such a clusterfuck around here with like everything we've been doing and just the timing and the scheduling and stuff. I feel like my face has been buried in a laptop half the time you've been around the house, which I do apologize about. But we've had a good time going. You went to Underdogs with Greg. We went to Hard Knocks, one of our favorite restaurants.
It was good.
In, the city. We had a good time at the Xbox event, so we're glad to have you here. Thank you for being here with us.
Well, hey, I should say thank you to you guys. I feel like that's how it
No.
should be. Like,
No.
No.
Everyone's
When you give us-
thankful for everybody.
When any best friend who gives us a view, money, or anything else sends crazy things to the P.O. box, thank you enough. You don't have to ever thank us. Thank you for everything you do for us.
Yes.
So do you regret it?
No.
You came all the way from Fort Worth, Texas
Yeah.
to hang out here for a week. Half your family thought you were crazy.
Yes,
half your family
half.
thought you're making a cool decision.
Yes. It was worth it. I mean, I talked about it a little bit on my podcast.
Oh, yeah, there's a plug. Give it to him.
yeah.
Give it to him right there.
That's the
There we go.
podcast plug.
It's called Musing with Menchaca.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Now, who's Menchaca?
That's my last
I
name.
thought it was
Men-
Menchaca.
That's my last name. And so, we talked about it. I taped their reactions when I told them the news. So
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that one. Fuck.
I didn't upload it.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Yeah,
That's why I
there you
didn't
go,
miss it.
yeah.
All right,
So,
Therein lies the problem.
yeah. So,
Is it up now?
no, it's going to go up probably by the time.
But will it be up by the time this is live?
Yes.
You're guaranteeing it.
Guaranteeing it.
Then there's the link to Lewis's channel. Go there, enjoy the content, click on it, see how his friends reacted when
Click
he
on
said,
Superman's head.
"Don't
let's-
do that."
Tim, we got to do a fun link thing. So I want you to put your hand out like this, and we're going to go.
But the link's been
And
there
we're going to
forever.
make the
now.
link twinkle, but it's going to sparkle now.
You've got to animate that if you want that to happen.
Oh, it'll be animated. Don't worry.
It's not going to be.
We got guys for that.
We have guys. It's me.
Is
who
you're
it
the
is.
one guy?
I'm the only guy that does that.
No.
We have Guy for that.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know, this is the GameOverGreggy show. Each and every week,
It's been a week.
It's been a long
one.
day. Yeah.
It's been a really long day.
I can help you out, Greg. Get around this table.
Each bring a random topic of discussion for your amusement. If you like that, like the video, subscribe to the channel, do all that stuff. But remember, you can go to patreon.com/kindafunny where the GameOverGreggy show posts each and every Friday early for patrons over there as both a video and an MP3. You can buy them a la carte if you want. If you don't have money or don't think we deserve it, no big deal. We don't care. You can go to youtube.com/kindafunny where the show's broken up topic by topic and posted day by day until the entire thing posts on Friday as a YouTube video and an MP3.
On iTunes, which you should definitely check out. Give us a nice little review. 4 stars would be nice. 5 stars would be even better.
1 star's bad. 2 stars is a little bit
What's
not bad.
3 stars?
3
3
stars?
stars?
Just okay.
I don't want to be 3
I think
stars.
on the Gamescast we only have one written review and it's like a 2-star review, and I'm like, I'm
What do
so
they
used
say?
to, I'm so
Yeah,
used to scrolling through Podcast
It was
Beyond.
mean. They didn't like me.
Oh, really?
That one review.
Yeah.
Yeah, people
I
don't
didn't
like
see
me.
that.
I get that, though.
No,
I totally understand.
I think it's one of those things where I don't know, like the higher profile you get, like the more you put yourself out there, the more hate you're gonna get.
Oh, yeah.
So I think
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
So it's just we've all witnessed it, and now we're gonna just watch you deal with it.
Oh, yeah. And I'm down.
Colin
for
and I
that.
have been tempered by fire.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, people say terrible things about me every day.
You're still just you're a mound of sand,
I'm the pure one.
but they're gonna nail you into glass soon, and you'll be fine. You'll be
It's okay as long as I can have some Taylor Swift music to help me
you
give
sure
advice
can.
on where I'm doing.
And as you know, the strongest substance known to man is glass. So I'm glad that's what you're being.
That's
made
what
of.
I've heard.
Yeah.
They say that. There's nothing more strong than, I think the saying goes, colder than glass in the Arctic or snow Or is it a diamond? I can't remember.
What the shit are you even
Everyone's,
trying to
everyone's,
say?
everyone's
Is that a
talking like
Rihanna
they're having
song?
a stroke today, and I was gonna make fun of Greg for screwing up everything in the intro, but then I just I
Everyone
feel
does.
bad
Yeah.
for him actually, so I just don't. I feel like he's 2 seconds away from snapping.
I was gonna say I'm on a hair trigger today.
Can I explain what happened right before this
Yeah,
podcast?
of course you can.
So here's what happened.
We're best friends.
Greg Miller, for the last 10 years, has had it cushy. Okay. He has basically shown up to work. People dress him. They bathe him. You know that scene at the
work?
beginning of... Just let me do this, Greg. That scene at the beginning of Coming to America where there's like 3 bath maids and they're all like washing off his junk.
That's us.
That's been Greg for the last 17, 15 years. You and I are those maids.
Exactly.
Okay.
And you've been good
So
at
we
it.
used to, when he had to go do Let's Plays, or we didn't have to go do reviews, or we'd have to do like up at noon, he would walk in, and he would always walk in with no pants on, like whatever jeans, because like he's like, I don't even have to get up anymore. Now I can just wear just the top of my suit, and it's totally okay. And he'd walk in, and he would just bitch about how nothing's ready. Nothing's ever ready here. You guys are lazy. Get to work.
And he'd
would
be early.
throw
He's
things-
always early.
Always
What's
early.
up with that?
So today, the roles were
I like
reversed
having
a little bit.
schedule.
Today, and he'd always be really nice to me when I'd be like frustrated with technology when it wasn't working. Like, oh, it's not working. He'd be like, that's okay. You're just a fucking idiot, is what he'd say to me every single time. And I'm like, well, that's not, it's kind of degrading, but I guess at least
But coolness,
at
Greg.
least
I get
God,
it.
the God has come down from the mountain. Messiah has come down to talk to me.
Yeah. You're blessed.
Today, those roles were reversed. You had to hook up a Let's Play for I Am Bread.
Yeah.
Which is a game that, I'm going to be honest, probably you should not have spent an hour and a half trying to figure out how to get captured.
It's what Tim wanted, and I wanted to make it work for Tim.
And thank you, Greg,
And
because
thank
that
you.
game is excellent.
It's excellent.
Yeah, it's fun to play.
It's not crummy.
But you...
Catch this Let's Play on
getting a
youtube.com
little-
/ kind of funny games.
It's getting a little toasty in here with that light.
Oh!
So just for full disclosure,
I think
in our Let's Play, even after all the technical stuff that you figured out, it still didn't work because of some other bullshit.
Well, we
and
forgot
so
to turn the
we
controller
started
on.
recording it. We made the crummy and toasty joke.
Yeah.
And then we had to redo it, and we didn't make
that's
it
the
to the final
controller.
Let's Play.
That's
And
the
then Lewis
controller.
wanted
You
to
then
again.
fixed that, so then we had to redo it, but we didn't get to make the jokes. So now we got to make the jokes.
There you go.
So
It's as
all
simple
is
as
right
sliced
in the
bread.
And I was
Greg.
like, hey Tim, why don't you just pause the game and go to the settings and
Yeast
switch it over to
infection.
the
Yeah, I'm glad
to
you
the
brought it.
had
360 controller there.
You just
Yeah.
said yeast infection. That wasn't really like you didn't.
Hey, I don't know anything.
I have an essential announcement, by the way, guys.
Breaking
Okay.
news from Colin Moriarty.
Time
Time
for
for Colin's breaking news.
I talked to Ramone
Ramone.
on the phone last night for about an hour.
Sexy.
He's planning on coming to San Francisco for 4 or 5 days to stay here in early March.
Stay here, like in the house.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Correct. He just wants to be here and hang out. Our buddy of ours from college, Alex, is getting married in LA. So what he's going to do is fly to San Francisco, stay here for a few days, and then go down to LA and then back to New York. And then we'll see him. Or I'll see him the next month when I go home because I'm going home before I go to Iceland in April. So I just wanted to let you guys know that that's happening.
Okay.
Good.
And he'll be on the show for
Here's
sure.
what I want to do. Here's what I'm going to propose. Lewis, I'm going to come back to you with something here. So
Okay.
just start. You're in the GameOverGreggy set, which is also the Colin and Greg live set. So I need you to look at all 4 corners of the room.
Okay.
When we do Colin and Greg live, can Ramone be our band for the week?
Yeah, I mean, he can play my guitar and my bass. And
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, Lewis, how big is the set you're on?
Like,
That is what I'm
yeah,
looking forward to. When
that
we're like,
is-
now kick it to Ramone, and I just rotate the camera
he'll just sit with
4
us.
inches.
I have something else. Lewis, how old are you?
I'm 26.
You're 26 years old, so we're going to pour you some bourbon.
Okay.
I was going to make you an old-fashioned, but you know what? You're just jumping right in. You're going to have bourbon neat.
Damn, we're going.
Wow.
The
You
old
would be,
fashioned's the
you
shallow
would be
end.
the dopest 18-year-old I'd ever met if you were like, I'm 18, bought this Patreon perk, flew myself out here living alone for a week.
I mean, it's pretty dope that he's 26 and did that too.
Sure, but I'm
pretty
just saying
amazing.
underage. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's actually technically of age if you're 18.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If he
you're
was
an
like
adult.
13 and was like, hey, like
Well, he's
Tom
underage
Sawyer,
for drinking.
Yeah, drinking.
or like Huckleberry
Yeah,
Finn.
I don't want to
style.
serve underage drinkers.
No underage drinking.
I
That's
see.
the rule
I
of the
see what
Game
you're
Over
saying.
Greggy show.
I see.
That's the one rule we don't break.
One rule
I'll
we
tell you,
don't
it's
break.
not the. It's not. You know.
All
it's
else is on the table.
All options.
Yes.
So you're
on the
drinking.
table.
This is pretty good bourbon. This is Bullet Bourbon, but it's a 10-year Bullet limited edition. I bought it in Kentucky. It's a fairly expensive bottle. So we'll enjoy it together.
Okay.
And you let me know what you think. Have you ever had bourbon before?
No.
Okay, so take a sip.
Okay.
Let's clink.
He's
let's
never
clink
had
Let's
bourbon
clink our
before.
glasses. Okay, now take a little sip and see what you think.
Just
Take a
sipping.
nip.
Not too much.
Okay.
Yeah, you like it?
Yeah.
Colin's making a man out of you.
Feels
Yeah.
good going down, doesn't it?
Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
Warm.
what, Colin, you
Wow.
can drop your mic just a little bit and tilt it up if you want.
Drop
Right
it
now,
Drop
a
it.
skosh.
just a skoshi, Because right now you're barely in. I mean, it looks dope. You look like a ninja, but you're barely peeking over.
Do I look
the
like
mic.
Ninjas do look
Snake
like-
Eyes?
You do look like Snake Eyes.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
he does. You're right. Now I
exactly
see it
what
actually.
Snake Eyes.
Now I see what you're talking about.
I mean, what ninja are you looking? You know, Greg.
This must have been Greg's.
sorry.
One of these
This must have
days
been Greg's
we're gonna feud. It's not even gonna be
Like
a
a
fight. It's
family?
gonna
Like a
be
wrestling feud?
Like our families are gonna hate each other for years.
You know what I wanna do?
None of my
Is
family calls
Steve
me.
Harvey going to be there?
Yes,
Thank
Steve
you.
Harvey.
I want to do a video. I don't know what video it's going to be, what we're going to do, what year we're going to do the video, but the video has to start with the 70s style Family Feud. You know, families when they were all like, because the Family Feud's not introduced the way it used to be anymore. Now it used to be the families in like a pose. Remember?
Yeah.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
like the lights would go on, and then the music would start. Dude would start making out with everyone. You remember. So I wanted to
They're
make sure
from
we
Jackson Hole, Florida.
Jackson Hole.
Yeah, that's a
Nice.
real place.
No, it isn't.
It is. It is.
All right, I'm done hijacking the podcast. Let's carry on.
Lewis, thank you so much for coming, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for supporting us on Patreon. You're the guest of honor. You get to start the show. What's your topic?
All right. So I feel like just in terms of this podcast, being a talkative, a topic-based type show.
Right.
People all the time in everyday life, they would, and I had this conversation with my coworkers before. They would say, it's like, what would you do? What's your fantasies if you were to win this big, $100-200 million jackpot in lottery?
Sure.
And I feel like although Colin had the conversation with Colin already on this topic, but I figure why not just have a discussion with everybody so we can unpack what our fantasies.
Oh, he's a he knows what's
Bro,
up.
here.
So what our fantasies are about for winning this
Well,
100.
fan-
What are we talking? We're talking $150 million. What do we
Yes,
got?
let's just call it 150 million after all taxes are taken out.
All
So
taxes.
100
taxes
taxes
are
are
taken out.
$300 million net.
150.
Net.
So we're basically
God
okay.
Damn, that's a good share of money.
That's a lot of taco.
I'm gonna
Bell.
let everyone
A
go
lot of Taco
first,
Bell.
but I'm gonna ref off that for a second because the first thing that
I'm gonna let everybody go first
Fucking-
after
but
I
I'm
go
not
first.
gonna actually.
after I read because I just had a great thought, Tim. Okay, my mind.
Sold.
When everyone's, we're gonna go around the table and you guys are all gonna lie through your teeth and you're gonna say you'd buy your family houses, you'd cure poverty, you would cure hepatitis or
Cure
something crazy like this.
That's what you would do is you cure hepatitis. That's
You
something-
cure I mean,
You
you'd
might
go
be
down
able to
history.
cure
You'd be like, I
poverty.
cured hepatitis, and people were like, damn. And people with hepatitis were like, fuck, thanks.
Yeah, no.
My first thought though was to buy the Taco Bell on Fillmore.
So
Try to
what?
buy it.
All right.
Keep it open 24 hours a day,
Good.
but just for me.
No, that's stupid.
So I had a key card entry, or my friends. And you don't have to pay for anything at the Taco Bell. There's just someone waiting there for you at all times. It's dope. Like, we black out the windows. We have big, like, Colin, you can come on Sundays and watch sports if you want.
Nice.
I hear hockey is a big sport.
It is. It's a big sport.
Big Sunday sport.
big
That's
Sun-
when you
huge
say,
Sunday
what am I
sport.
going to watch on Sunday? You think
Sunday
hockey.
night
Hockey.
All right, now for some hockey.
I think after that I would go altruistic. But that one thing I'd have to have. Like, maybe when you
what
walk
would you
in,
do altruistically?
I would cure hepatitis.
That's what you would do.
Yeah.
Who do you go to pay that money to?
I
do
think
that?
that there's a national association of hepatitis people.
It's Pam Anderson and Kid Rock.
Yeah, and they're the spokespeople, which is odd because they were
Nailed it.
blonde, right? It's like, what are the coincidences? What are the chances of that?
Wasn't they give
Happening.
each other hepatitis? Isn't that what happened there?
Did
I guess
they?
one of them gave it. I
think
forget.
Pam-
They both had
How do you do that?
I'm pretty sure Pam Anderson's.
They gave it to each other.
It's like when you give your friends socks and they give you socks. You're each giving each other socks still.
Socks, hepatitis.
I don't really know what the hell
Same
that
thing.
means.
I don't even understand.
What I'm more curious about is who's going to go first, because Nick said someone else was going to go first, and then he
And then
answered
he
the
went
question
first.
for 5 minutes.
All right.
I still think
I'm
Taco
done.
Bell's a terrible idea.
Why?
Because when you watched the movie Richie Rich
Yeah.
with Macaulay Culkin,
Oh,
he had
right.
his own McDonald's.
Right,
That was awesome.
And it sounded great, but then it sounded, how much food are they throwing away on a daily basis?
Who
And if they're
cares?
not throwing away the food, like, I have to wait 20 minutes to get a burger out of them or whatever?
No, I have $150 million. They will make my order every hour on the hour for the rest of my life, whether I come in or not.
But that's bad. It's going to be bad for
it's
you.
very
You're
wasteful.
Who
hard.
cares if he's
You're
wasting
hard.
food? He's rich.
Yeah.
By the way,
Don't you
This isn't the
understand what it
point
is
here,
to be
Greg.
rich?
This isn't what
yeah,
you do with
Greg,
your money.
this is what I want.
This is similar to the vein of
This is what I want,
the South
Greg.
Park episode.
The South Park episode?
With Cartman had that amusement park.
Yeah.
It's very true. Greg, what would you do?
What I always talk about is, I would take you guys, not on a vacation. I would have you bring the cameras, and we would go back. We would go to Missouri, and we would go to Chicago, and we would just drop in on my family, like different. I consider my friends family.
When you
Obviously.
say drop in, are you talking about like via helicopter?
no, we're
like
taking a
night
private
drop?
jet out there.
Like
We're
Halo
getting
drop?
off.
Can we jump out of the jet though?
No, that's a bad idea.
Can I jump out of the jet?
Are you
I'd
familiar with
prefer
Halo
if
drops?
you didn't. Yes, I remember it from
I
Metal
would
Gear.
like to do the high altitude, low orbital drop.
Okay.
Is that possible?
If for you, sure.
Now,
Could-
can I
Oh,
also?
I can?
Sorry.
No,
You prefer
you wanted
me
to just
not,
jump
but
out
he
of a
can do it?
jet. He wants to Halo jump.
No, I want to
I
do
don't
that
want to
scene
just
from that.
jump.
From
I
that.
obviously want a parachute or something. No, like the beginning of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie, I want the snowboard attached with the parachute. I want Red Hot Chili Peppers playing. And then
Are they
come
falling
on
next to you playing?
Yes.
I want to do what they
Oh
did.
man, you
You're
get
gonna run out of money real
finally.
quick.
I want to do what Arnold Schwarzenegger did in The Equalizer, where he's falling out of the plane and the plane tries to run him over, and he shoots the pilot with the Desert Eagle, and then lands on a car.
Wasn't
That's
that
what I
Jingle
wanna
That was
All the Way?
Eraser you're talking about.
Eraser, that's what I
You
meant.
said Equalizer like the Denzel movie.
Sorry, that was Denzel.
I was also part of Saints Row, I remember.
Sadly, if you are a billionaire, do we still have to go shoot your stuff for you? Can we hire a crew and just
He's
come
not
in?
a
He's a
billionaire,
billionaire.
he's a
A millionaire.
Yeah,
yeah.
thank you.
And he's running out of money real quick because you're doing low orbital drops, which would cost like $50 million just to do that. So that's a third of his money right there. What I would want to do in your fantasy, Greg, is go to Jamie Kennedy's house with a sledgehammer and just destroy the whole house, and then be like, "No, surprise, Jamie, we're gonna buy you a new house. Greg's really gonna buy it for you, but I just wanted to come in and fuck everything."
So it's
up
like
first."
Bam Margera when
Yeah,
you do
exactly.
everything
Yeah,
horrible to
exactly.
his parents.
Exactly.
But it's Colin.
But it's
Well,
me doing
can
it.
you imagine what my mom would think if you came with this door falls down, you're there just slamming the
What would be your opening line? Like, what would you say?
Greg's rich, bitch. And then
What I'd want to do is go there and film drop-ins, not literal drop-ins out of the air, where we walk up and then knock on the door, and then I'm like, oh, whatever, and like I come in and we sit down, we're filming something stupid about my life, we'll say, but then to each one of them, I give them like $1 million or whatever. Because I don't, I got $150 million after taxes.
Yeah.
I can easily give away $10 million of that and never even feel it.
You got to
never
give them
even
like
care.
$2 million so that when they get taxed, 50% of the gift tax.
Okay, so they become millionaires.
they
too?
become millionaires.
All right, I
Yeah,
can
'cause
do that.
If you give them $1 million, they only have 500.
And tell
they
them
can
I would
spend
do
it
that,
like
and then the ones with kids, I would say I'll pay for their college education. They don't have to worry anymore. And then a lot of it would go to Mizzou because I'd want some kind of wing named after me. I'd want the Antlers to have courtside seats.
Like a chicken wing? Like a new type of chicken wing
Well,
named after you?
Well, no, that's I don't need that.
a new kind of chicken. Is that what you're saying?
You motherfuckers. But then the rest I wouldn't get crazy with. I think I'd buy a nice house probably or build a house. I always thought about it like in San Francisco where there's no space, buy a block, level it, build up walls or whatever, and then just have your own little house.
I have a question though, but we'll go back to the chicken. When
Go
you're
back to the
genetically
chicken.
engineering the chicken, what are you looking for in this new kind of chicken that you're making?
Tender flesh. If it could be pre-fried.
it's born pre-fried.
Tender, you want tender flesh?
Tender flesh, free-fried.
Does it have like a flavor built into it?
Huh?
Does it have like a flavor built into it?
Yeah,
Like
if we could figure out a way, this genetically pre-fried moist chicken.
already-
Basically, I want
It already tastes like garlic and bread.
Blue cheese.
what.
It's just like, why?
Basically, the scientists would just have to fry chickens every day and act like they've done it. Like there you go. I'm like, oh, brilliant. Thanks, guys. And every day there's
Your scientists are brilliant.
Lewis. What are you gonna do?
Well, there's a lot of I think this issue could be multifaceted because there's always the idea that you don't have to tell anybody that you're a millionaire. So, what if you go the secret millionaire
like that.
route?
The secret million. Oh, the good old secret millionaire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like
You
you
guys
can just
don't know this, but I'm a secret millionaire.
And you're busting my balls over buying the new goddamn thing to capture component into or composite into HDMI.
Yeah.
That's how he stays a millionaire.
Damn, that's
Well,
smart.
Greg's like, hey, this thing broke. Buy another one. I'm like, that's not how things work. And you're like, that's not what I meant. And I was like, damn it.
I don't mean
that
buy the
makes
exact
sense.
same one of the people
I
who fucked us
know.
over. Hold it up so they know they fucked us over.
It's too far.
All right, fine, forget it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, the secret millionaire is an interesting route. I definitely want to do the Lotto press conference. I would.
But see
So
that
the secret is
the
out.
secret's out, yeah.
But I said I would not do the Lotto press.
Oh, I
conference.
thought you said
would not.
I would.
You said the Watto press conference.
Andy, I have called this press conference.
I will only answer questions about pod racing.
No. I would defer the press conference and then make my announcement when I debuted the new YouTube series of me surprising all my friends with $2 million.
Now, when we're screwing your parents' house or your mom's house up to
Yeah.
buy her a new one,
Yeah.
is
Like
that
said, house
also a
after that.
series or is that like a mini series or a one-off?
That
kind
can
of
be
a-
your one. That can be your series. That's
Okay.
your one-off series. But the one thing I want is that you hire Alice Cooper to sing "Schools Out" while you do it.
Hell yeah. It's your money, man. I'll do whatever you want.
Schools, what are you doing? Smashing everything.
Now, I had a thought about this. Obviously, in conversation with Colin, I talked about how I would move to Eastern Europe and build a castle and recreate Castlevania. That's not my real answer.
right there, links right there.
Click on Superman's head.
Tim.
Okay, right there.
But I think I have a few. I've thought about this more actually. I think about this a lot. I don't know why. Because I think everyone kind of thinks about it from time to
Odds are
time.
in your favor.
Yes, the odds are ever in my favor.
Yes.
And I think what I would maybe do. There's a few options, a few ways to go. One is like, why not just take the money and invest it, most of it, say like 125 or 130 million dollars in it and buy like a significant portion of a professional sports team. So like I could own like
The Islanders.
I could own probably half the Islanders for that money, or I can own probably a fourth or a fifth of the Jets, right? And then just live off of that, and then just hang out forever. And just not live like this crazy jet-setting lifestyle.
I was gonna
but be
say,
like,
are you gonna get a return on your investment that great?
I assume so. If I own half the Islanders, I'll probably make millions and millions of dollars a year. You know.
Okay.
If I own, especially when they move to Brooklyn, we get all that money. And the Jets are super profitable. I think the Jets are like the 10th or the 11th most profitable sports team in the world in terms of like or the most valuable sports team in the world. Because according to Forbes, of course.
We trust them.
The hell do they know?
Well, they always rank the how expensive sports teams are.
Sure,
The Cowboys
sure.
I think are number one.
So a sports team goes for
football
like 340 million.
I think at the lowest end, like an NHL team would go for like 250 or 300 million. There are football teams that would be worth billions of dollars if they were sold, like the Cowboys or the Bears or the Packers. The Packers are actually owned by shareholders. They're the only team in the NFL that are owned by shareholders. But then I was like, I actually think I would be altruistic in the sense that we were making fun of it before, but I would give a lot of money to my family.
Yeah.
I'd like to think that I have 3 siblings, 2 parents. I think I would give my parents like $10 million each, and my siblings like $5 million each. Like my nephews and nieces, $1 million each. Like you could be totally generous with your friends and everything, and still have $100 million.
Yeah.
And then I really think that like we've talked about before. If I had even a little bit of money, I would dick off. Like you would never see me again. Like honest to God, I would be like, give me like $5 or $10 million, I'll disappear.
You're not gonna be on YouTube anymore?
Yeah. Huh?
No more YouTube.
No, I'm just gonna retire. Like there's an interesting website called Mr. Money Mustache, I think his name is, and I think I've talked about this before on
How
here.
have I never known about this?
Huh?
How have I never heard of this?
You're going to Mr. Mustache.
He's like
Rides too much.
he's in his early 30s.
Probably.
He's married, and him and his wife worked in Silicon Valley, just normal jobs, probably like low six figure jobs for 5 years, and then they retired. And their whole thing was just save all of your money, like save as much, like don't save half your money, like save 90% of your money,
Right.
and like do it for like 5 or 10 or 15 years, and you're done. Like you can just live a normal life. You're not going to live like a rich life where you can go anywhere you want, but you don't have to work.
Right.
And like, so if you have 5, and he like has a blog where he goes over like how he does it, and it's like totally fine.
He's
He's like,
did tell us about this.
yeah, and so yeah, I think I've gone over this before. So I like with $5 or $10 million, yeah, you'd be fine. Like
Right.
Fine.
take $9 million of it and invest it in bonds or something with like a 2.5% return and live off the $1 million. You'd be fine. Totally good for the rest of your life. I want to not like I ultimately want to retire, but I don't need to retire like a billionaire retires. Like
Right.
just, retirement to me would literally be just doing nothing. Like sitting around going to the diner every day for breakfast, like reading the newspaper, like I did during retirement vacation earlier this year.
Playing games without having to capture it.
Yeah, playing. Like that's ultimately my dream to be rich is like not like people are like I want to see the world, I want to go to Paris, I want to go to London.
I want to eat at Arts every day.
Yeah, I'm like I'll go to Arts Cafe at 9th and Irving every day, and have my $15 eggs and rice and be totally happy.
Yeah.
As happy as that billionaire in his jet. So to me, like I don't even need the $150 million. I'll probably give most of it away, straight up.
Not
Good to
most.
know.
All right.
I think I would end up like giving like half of it away.
Okay.
I'm just gonna give you my cell phone number in case you ever win
Yeah,
the
no
lottery.
fool,
You're like, Colin, think of
Remember
me.
those times I saved your life? Remember the times we rubbed up against each other and didn't tell these two guys?
Yeah, I know. We rub up. I have this thing where when Nick puts my microphone on me, sometimes I just kind of rub my beard on his arm.
It just feels so foreign, but right.
You guys got
Yeah,
a weird life going
know
on.
what I mean?
It's happening right in front of us.
Yeah.
Talk
And
about
that-
secret millionaires, secret beer rubs.
and in that sense, I'm already rich.
Oh.
Because we're rich with friendship and love. everyone.
Damn.
Friendship and love.
I like that.
Pure one, what are you doing with the money?
So I want to Wikipedia for a little bit and figure out what the most money ever spent on a music video was. And I
Okay.
want to spend $1 more making my music video.
It's probably like 30 or 40 million.
Okay, well, $40 million and $1. We're gonna make a video. Nick directing it.
Cool.
It's gonna be awesome.
Cool.
And I want to beat Gangnam Style, and I will.
You could.
In views?
You could.
No. Oh wait, you mean like on this video?
On the most
in
expensive
view-
video ever made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Well, you could buy all sorts of advertising.
Wait,
I will.
There's
beat
no
it.
way.
Gangnam
You can't
Style
force
was
it. There's
the-
no way you could do it.
Oh.
Oh, you
I
could.
would.
Here's what you do. We spend a normal amount of money making the video, say $100,000, right? If the full budget is like, say the full budget for the most expensive videos ever made was
Yeah.
like, we'll say a modest 10 to 20 million, because they can get expensive when you start getting like super big hip hop stars.
You got
that you have
Puff
to
Daddy
pay
going in there.
$1 million or
Ring
$2
lights.
just to be in it.
Bass.
So let's get everyone we can afford.
Cisco.
Definitely Cisco.
We're definitely getting Cisco because he's a fan. We love him.
We love you, Cisco.
We
He's
love
our
you,
homie.
Cisco. Thank you for reaching out.
Oh, Cisco. It's like I just knew it was going to happen one day. And then we'll spend $100,000 on it. We'll spend the other $9,900,000 and what $1 whatever it is on marketing. will just buy
That
True
sounds like
View
a
ads
cheat. I
for
don't
it.
like that.
Yeah, no. I want it to be more legit. I want to create the best music video ever. I'll handle the marketing. We'll do that. I just want that video to be so good. I want it to have everything you ever wanted in one video.
Can it have Halo drops?
Yeah.
High altitude, low
We have
orbital?
one of them. Just one of them, though, because that's going to use up a lot of our budget.
No, we
Can
need
it
to-
open? Can it open in a diner? And like, there's like, they're cleaning the table. You see the hand, you pan back, and it's Kirsten Dunst.
Yes.
Thank you.
It can. So that'll be pretty.
That'll be one scene that will cut out.
Exactly. But a requirement that I have is that we have to make the music video fast when I get this money, because I want the rest of the money to make a cameo appearance in the video.
Oh.
I want to in some way, shape,
Joker
or form,
style, like
like Joker style. We're
Dark Knight,
chilling on the
like
big
just-
like mountain of money.
Just fall and
I want to
slide
like
down.
Scrooge McDuck it for a bit. Definitely
Painful, be careful.
A lot of making it rain, but in cash. Though.
Here's the
I
deal,
wanna
though.
swim
I'm
in the
gonna
cash.
Still
tell
gonna
you
hurt.
one thing right now. You could probably buy that as a prop for probably about $1,000 to $2,000.
But
you don't actually have to have the money.
No, but see, that's the thing though. Like, imagine this, Nick.
Like in
Imagine
Dark
the word
Knight,
of
that wasn't
mouth.
actually really money.
Yeah, but imagine
Hold
people
on.
being like, "That was real money."
And that's the thing. You do
just
it.
tell people that.
You do it, and then everyone who worked on it and everyone who's extra, what they get paid is that they get a paper sack and they get to go to the pile of money and just fill it as high as you can.
I would take that.
No, because that's the rest of the money. That doesn't count as that's the cameo money. There's money being put in this video. Not a penny more than $1 more than the most expensive music video.
Not a penny more
Wait,
than
so
a dollar more.
Wait, what?
I
You're-
like that. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
You're
That's true. That
buying-
makes perfect sense.
So what's the money you're
Okay.
sitting on?
So he's
Cameo
saying
money.
he's saying if we have
Cameo.
150
It's the
million
rest of the
dollars,
money I have.
Right.
Got
Yeah.
150 million,
And so
take
then you
50
give it
million
away
from
to
the
those people.
Why would he do that?
No, because
Because then you're spending the money on the crew.
no, but
No.
the
No,
money.
you're
The
missing
crew
the
is
point.
the money before.
we're gonna light the money
No,
on
okay.
fire like they did in Dark Knight.
So
No,
look,
we're
there's
not
150
doing
million, and he's saying 50 million for the music video, 100 million as the prop,
Yes.
Okay.
and then the
So the
prop.
That
50
doesn't
million
count
pays
as
them.
spending the 100 million.
No, after that we'd
What?
go and
No,
put that in the
that's
money
what
in
I'm
the
saying.
bank.
We have to do that early. Then obviously after that, I'm going to be the first person to. Oh man, I take back everything I'm about to say. Let's move on. Someone else's topic.
Oh my god. Well,
He's gonna have sex. He's gonna have sex with $100 million.
No, I just went through in my head. I was just like, oh man, brings me to a bad place.
Tell
Okay.
me. I want to know
I'm not
now.
going
Now
there.
I gotta
Why
know.
not?
I'm not going there.
What?
Hint-
He
hint
just
at
said
it.
sex with the money.
I'm not going there.
He's
I'm
gonna pay
making
me and
that
Colin to
stand.
have sex
I
with
feel
each other.
red right now.
What?
He's gonna pay me and Colin to have
Embarrassed.
sex with each other.
You don't have to pay us.
No, it has nothing to do with sex.
We'll do each other in front of you. For
If
free.
you-
Are we
Nick,
using Bill
Tim,
Clinton?
you don't have to twist my arm. I'll have sex with Nick.
We'll have sex
How
with
much
each
would
other.
I
it's
have to
fine.
pay for that? Like, would you be cool with like a
15
cool,
bucks.
like $15?
Maybe a run to Starbucks. Colin doesn't
Yeah,
even
yeah,
drink
yeah.
Starbucks, so probably
Alright,
just
we'll do
me.
that.
It's just my venti iced tea.
That sounds good.
Are you gonna make me look at the Ewok picture that I showed you before we
Can
do
you
it?
please explain this Ewok picture that I didn't see?
We're inserting it right now.
Yeah, here it is right
Here you
here.
go. Inserting
It's
the
for
Ewok.
those of you who are listening to this and can't see imagery. It is a picture of an Ewok. It's a meme, and the Ewok's going like this, like all Ewoks
Oh
do.
yeah, I've seen this.
And it
For
says,
those of you who can't see it, it's this, and the Ewok is doing this. That's what you.
the Ewok is smiling in a very
creepy way.
creepy ass way, and the text on the image over the image reads, "Prepare yourself."
No,
What does it
Jesus
say?
God!
What does it
Bite
say?
the pillow. I'm going in raw or dry.
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 Bite the pillow. I'm going in dry.
That image really encapsulates all of the good stuff on the internet. That one really
very
makes me
true.
laugh. That Ewok picture
Oh,
just
man.
generally, no matter what text people put over it, makes me laugh.
Yeah, the Ewok picture's great.
So, probably what I would do, just because I haven't really chimed in on this.
You
what I
said
would do,
secret
I was
millionaire
feeling
was your
secret
answer.
millionaire, but I mean, there's like I said, there's multi facets. I wouldn't know if I would, go secret millionaire. But I was also thinking, like, what if I can see like one of those financial attorney advisors type things and just try to be more sound, like because you always hear those horror stories where like years later after the fact they're broken, like homeless.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm telling you guys right now. You guys are going to give that money away, but that's a slippery slope, right? Like I watch, you hear those guys that it's some staggering statistic that's like 70% of people that win the lottery go broke like 2 years later because they do that. They start buying houses for everyone. They get under, and then they just give all the money away. Or they,
Yeah, but it's 150 million. You know what I mean?
You could spend that.
But I'm saying
Well-
I give it away. I make the list on the plane while we're going to go do the Halo drops on people. Yes. I make the list. I know who, and that's
Right.
it. That's done. I give it away, and I'm like, that's it. And anybody wants to be like, can I have some more? I'm like, no, it's done. And they don't have my friends anymore. No big deal.
Yeah.
People in your life will just show up out of nowhere.
Good. I don't care.
Yeah,
I don't like people.
Back then, hoes didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They're all on me.
Oh, Mike Jones.
Isn't there a music video? Isn't there a music video where like somebody at the beginning of the video they win $1 million, and throughout the entire duration of the music video, there's like a counter on the top right corner with the $1 million, and it's counting down as he's spending the money throughout the entire video.
That doesn't sound familiar.
And at the end
It's
of
just
the video,
MC Hammer's life.
and at the end of the
wow.
video, it's down to 0. I've seen this. I think it's like 10 years ago. Like it was a rap video. I forgot the name.
Was
of
it Mike? It might have been the Mike
I don't-
Jones video. I don't. Remember
I don't
it.
think it was Mike Jones, but shoot, I'll probably text you a link if I
Was
find it.
it Mims? This is why I'm hot.
Hot. Yeah, this is one hot. Yeah, it was around
love
that.
you so
I
much,
want to
Colin.
I want to say it was around that. No, I might have been.
I want to pay for a private Mims concert.
Hell
That's
yeah,
that's
dude.
a for sure.
I love that beat.
But can you
Would
just,
you just-
if he was giving you a private concert, could you just be checking your phone the entire time?
Oh,
Demoralizing
no,
him
I want
further.
to film the entire thing like with my phone.
Yeah.
held the
No,
wrong
your
way.
iPad. With your
With my
iPad.
iPad. Oh man,
It's still the wrong way.
oh it's so good.
Just hold it the wrong way. Yeah, just to piss people
I
off.
can't wait till I win the lotto.
I like to I try to trick the lotto sometimes in these games where I don't play the lotto and I don't play the scratchers, but sometimes I'll see a scratch, I'm like, yeah, I'll buy it just so I can. I'm like, because I'm gonna win this time. This time I'll win. I'll be that guy who just did it once in a million and got it. It made, I just want $5,000 or whatever. I'm not getting greedy here, but it doesn't happen. But one day I'm gonna trick the fates.
What's
Kismet.
crazy is like you're the first person to ever say that. It's your methodology, your approach to this is so
Wow.
unique.
Totally
it's
unique.
amazing. It's crazy.
Everyone who plays scratchers is addicted to scratchers, but the fact that I'm not addicted, I just play every other day.
That means
like,
you're gonna
I'm-
win.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
it's like when no one wins the Mega Millions for 2 months, then just the same people play it. No one else plays it.
Yeah.
And also, I saw some scratch offs. They're a bit of a like I say, they're a ripoff, because what happens is even after somebody wins the grand prize, they'll still continue to sell that same exact series of scratch offs. So yeah, you could be like, it could
Some
be
bullshit.
yeah.
That's messed
I would
up.
do that.
Yeah, you would.
Because
Oh,
they
God.
print
That's
them
why I
out.
know you're
They
not-
print them
Yeah,
out
yeah.
already. So what happens is like once that big cash in's already been cashed in, you still got a whole like how many rolls already printed out. You
Gotcha.
still got to sell them.
But you could still win money.
I'm gonna ask some ignorant questions here. Who
Please.
the lotto?
Yes.
Who has that money? Like,
Leprechauns.
who's the lot? Like who is the lotto?
The state.
Okay, so the
State governments do their own
Why did they
lotteries.
decide to do this? That sounds
Make
kind of
money.
like a
Yeah,
waste.
to get out of debt.
Really?
To have more
Okay.
money.
A ton of money doing it.
Yeah.
They
I mean that makes
tax-
sense because like they're charging all these fools to pay for the stuff.
Fools.
And the tax the
Well, so
crap
you're
out of
holding it. You're basically when people don't win that big pot, it just stays there accruing interest, or they probably what I would imagine was they use it.
And then so
Like,
many
much
years
like
ago,
a bank would use your money. So every time there's $300 or $400 million in a pot, that's sitting someplace in a
Yeah,
bank
that
accruing
just seems
interest.
so weird to me that it's just like, oh man, we need money. You know what? Let's create a weird little game where they can maybe win.
Well, it's hilarious because in California, it's illegal to gamble, but we still have a lottery.
So many-
Lottery is gambling.
so many years
It's
ago
crazy.
in Texas, we had the Texas Lotto. There was like $100+ million jackpot, and the ticket went unclaimed. And so what happens is like the grand prize was basically split to all these like different things. Like some went to education, some went to this or that.
Interesting.
So that's basically free money for the state government.
There you go.
Bam.